Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program, where we dive into the buzzing news hive with a touch of light-hearted flair. Today, we're unpacking a trio of stories that have caught our eye. First up, Japan is grappling with a tourist tsunami, implementing measures to curb the chaos at its hotspots. From barriers blocking Mount Fuji views to bans in Kyoto's alleys, it's a fascinating clash of hospitality and preservation. Then, we shift gears to a somber note, remembering the legendary Teresa Teng. Her unexpected passing has left a void in the music world, with her albums becoming a hot commodity overnight. Lastly, we're looking at Hong Kong's efforts to fight poverty through a minimum wage increase. It's a complex dance of economics and social policy, aiming to bridge the gap between living costs and earnings. So, grab your cup of tea, and let's delve into these stories. Please stay tuned for the detailed content. In the land of the rising sun, Japan, a phenomenon is unfolding that is as captivating as it is challenging. The Australian Broadcasting Corporation reports that Japan is grappling with the effects of overtourism, a situation where the influx of tourists overwhelms popular destinations. The country, known for its rich culture, breathtaking landscapes, and technological marvels, has become a victim of its own success. The surge in visitors is attributed to a cocktail of factors including a weak yen, making travel more affordable, cheaper airfares, relaxed travel restrictions, and a phenomenon dubbed revenge travel, where individuals are making up for lost travel opportunities due to the pandemic. The consequences of this surge are palpable in places like Kamakura, where English-speaking guides are now deployed to help direct the flow of tourists, and Kyoto's Gion district, where tourists are banned from entering private alleys. Even Kyoto's main train station has installed screens to assist visitors in planning their trips more efficiently. In a more drastic measure, the town of Fujikawaguchiko has erected barriers to block the view of Mount Fuji, a testament to the lengths some areas are going to in order to manage the deluge of tourists and preserve the tranquility and sanctity of their iconic landmarks. Switching gears to a somber note, the South China Morning Post revisits the sudden passing of the beloved singer Teresa Teng, whose death at the age of 42 left the showbiz world in mourning. Teng, who succumbed to respiratory problems following an asthma attack while on holiday in Chiang Mai, Thailand, was a cultural icon whose sentimental love songs resonated deeply with fans across Asia. Despite her music being banned by the Beijing government in the 1980s for being considered spiritual pollution, her voice continued to echo in the hearts of many through pirated tapes. Her untimely demise led to a surge in the prices of her albums, as fans anticipated a spike in demand, a testament to her enduring legacy and the impact she had on the music industry and her fans. Meanwhile, in Hong Kong, the fight against poverty takes a new turn as the government introduces a novel mechanism for setting the minimum wage, as reported by the South China Morning Post. This innovative formula, which uses the latest consumer price index and accounts for 20% of the difference between current gross domestic product growth and the average GDP growth over the past decade, aims to streamline the process of determining the minimum wage. This move comes in response to the growing disparity between the median income and minimum wage earners in Hong Kong. Between 2011 and 2023, while the monthly median income saw a significant increase of 77%, minimum wage earners only experienced a 43% rise. The new formula is poised to slightly elevate the minimum wage in the forthcoming years, marking a step forward in the ongoing battle against poverty in the region. Each of these stories, from Japan's struggle with overtourism to the poignant memory of Teresa Teng and Hong Kong's innovative approach to combating poverty, reflects the dynamic and multifaceted nature of life in Asia. They highlight the challenges and triumphs faced by individuals and communities as they navigate the complexities of modern life, preserving cultural heritage, mourning lost icons, and striving for economic justice. In the bustling streets of Hong Kong, a delivery driver's ordinary day turned into a scene straight out of an action movie, as reported by the South China Morning Post. The driver, a 52-year-old man, found himself ambushed by a gang of robbers after a car unexpectedly collided with his vehicle. This was no ordinary robbery, as the thieves were after a backpack containing 10 containers of a powdered substance believed to be rhodium, valued at approximately 12 million Hong Kong dollars, $1.5 million. Rhodium, known as the world's most valuable metal, commands a staggering price of over $155,000 per kilogram, making this heist particularly audacious. Despite sustaining head injuries in the ambush, the driver displayed remarkable courage and determination. He pursued the robbers as they abandoned their vehicle and fled on foot. In a dramatic turn of events, the robbers, perhaps sensing the relentless pursuit of their victim, discarded the stolen items during their escape. This act of desperation allowed the driver to recover the precious cargo, a testament to his resilience and unwillingness to succumb to the criminals' intimidation. Switching gears to another facet of Hong Kong's vibrant life, the South China Morning Post also shed light on the struggles faced by the city's nightlife industry. The Hong Kong Bar and Club Association, in an attempt to rejuvenate business after a 17.8% drop in first quarter receipts year-over-year, launched a 500,000 Hong Kong dollars, $64,000, lucky draw. This initiative saw 20,000 patrons participate in the first week, with hopes of attracting 80,000 by the end of the draw on May 31st. However, Alan Zaman, a prominent figure in the entertainment sector, argued that bars and clubs should strive for more sustainable solutions. He emphasized the importance of offering premium services and experiences to draw customers, suggesting that relying on desperate measures like lucky draws might not be the best strategy for long-term success. Amidst these tales of recovery and resilience, the South China Morning Post also brought attention to the world of sports, highlighting the journey of Hong Kong triathlete Jason Ng Tai Long. As Ng gears up for his final bid to qualify for the Paris Olympics, he is not alone in his quest. The city's triathlon program has rallied around him, ensuring that he has the best team support in the upcoming races. Ng faces a tight competition, especially against his Kazakhstan rival, Ian Bizenbaev. With 3 races scheduled in as many weekends, Ng's performance will be crucial. He will be joined by a formidable team consisting of Robin Elg, Mark Yu Xinghim, and Chan Yui Feng, as they compete in Zhejiang. This collective effort underlines the spirit of camaraderie and determination that defines Hong Kong's approach to nurturing athletic talent. These stories, ranging from a dramatic recovery of stolen rhodium to the innovative attempts to revive Hong Kong's nightlife and the collective support for an Olympic hopeful, encapsulate the resilience and dynamism of Hong Kong. Whether facing down robbers, reimagining business strategies, or chasing Olympic dreams, the people of Hong Kong demonstrate time and again their ability to confront challenges with courage and creativity. In the bustling streets of Shenzhen, a city once synonymous with counterfeit goods, a transformation is underway, as reported by the South China Morning Post. This city, nestled close to Hong Kong, has undergone a remarkable evolution, shedding its dubious reputation for a cleaner, more affordable, and food safety-conscious image. The author's recent visit to Shenzhen paints a vivid picture of a city that's not just drawing diners and shoppers from Hong Kong for its much cheaper food options, but also showcasing its commitment to improved health standards. This metamorphosis is not just about aesthetics, it's a testament to Shenzhen's efforts in enhancing its living standards, thereby attracting a growing number of visitors from its pricier neighbor. However, this rise in popularity comes with its own set of challenges. The significant cost of living disparity between Shenzhen and Hong Kong poses a dilemma that seems hard to bridge. The author suggests that either Hong Kong needs to lower its living costs or Shenzhen must increase its prices to mitigate this imbalance. This situation mirrors the economic dynamics observed at the US-Mexico border, where Americans frequently cross over in search of more affordable goods and services. The underlying narrative here is one of economic disparity and the quest for a balance that benefits both sides of the border. On the financial front, the South China Morning Post brings to light the optimistic outlook of EFG Asset Management towards Chinese stocks. With the firm increasing its exposure to Chinese shares, it's clear that the perception of these investments is shifting. Daniel Murray, the deputy CIO of EFG Asset Management, believes that the worst seems over for the Chinese stock market. He attributes this positive sentiment to attractive valuations and the proactive measures taken by the China Securities Regulatory Commission to bolster transparency and confidence in the nation's capital markets. This perspective is not just limited to China, as Murray also finds other Asian markets, excluding Japan, to be reasonably attractive. This optimism is a beacon for investors seeking opportunities in a market that has been underperforming but is now showing signs of a promising turnaround. Adding a melodious note to the narrative of cultural influence, the South China Morning Post introduces us to Xiaolin, a Hong Kong-based DJ and producer with a mission. Through her vinyl-only project, Moods for Love, Xiaolin aims to remind the world of Hong Kong's significant musical influence during the 1980s and early 1990s. By covering Cantonese love songs from this era, she seeks to revive and share her love for a period that showcased Hong Kong's cultural prowess on the global stage. With a background in classical violin and music degrees from prestigious institutions like Juilliard and Berklee College of Music, Xiaolin's project has already garnered attention, especially in Japan, where her first release sold out in 2 record stores. This endeavor is not just about nostalgia, it's a celebration of Hong Kong's rich musical heritage and its enduring impact on the world. These narratives, spanning from Shenzhen's transformation and economic optimism in Chinese stocks to the cultural celebration of Hong Kong's musical legacy, weave together a tapestry of progress, hope, and cultural pride. Each story, while distinct, shares a common thread of change and the potential for a brighter future, be it through economic recovery, cultural revival, or the bridging of disparities. The South China Morning Post, through these diverse reports, offers a glimpse into the dynamic and ever-evolving landscape of this vibrant region, highlighting its challenges, opportunities, and the enduring spirit of its people. In the bustling streets of Hong Kong, a new champion has emerged in the food delivery arena. The South China Morning Post reports that Meituan's Kita app has taken the lead by capturing a staggering 43% market share in the first quarter of 2023, leaving its rival Foodpanda trailing with 37%. This significant achievement comes after Kita dethroned Deliveroo, securing its position as the city's second-largest food delivery platform by order volume back in November. The battle for dominance in Hong Kong's food delivery market is a testament to the ever-evolving landscape of the digital economy, where apps vie for the attention and appetites of millions. Across the Pacific, the tech world is witnessing a significant move by the U.S. government, as reported by Bloomberg. In a bold step, the U.S. has revoked licenses for Intel and Qualcomm, 2 of the tech industry's giants, preventing them from selling semiconductors to Huawei. This decision further escalates the ongoing tech war between the US and China, cutting off Huawei from essential components for its phones and laptops. The move is part of a broader strategy by the US to limit China's access to advanced semiconductor technology, reflecting the deepening rift between the 2 superpowers in the global tech sphere. Additionally, the U.S. is considering sanctions against 6 Chinese firms suspected of potentially supplying chips to Huawei, highlighting the intense scrutiny and measures being taken to curb China's technological ascent. Meanwhile, in the realm of retail and antitrust law, Bloomberg sheds light on a significant development in the United States. The Department of Justice, DOJ, has thrown its weight behind Colorado's lawsuit to block the monumental $24.6 billion merger between Kroger and Albertsons. This move underscores the federal government's support for states taking independent action against mergers that may threaten competition. Colorado, along with the Federal Trade Commission and 8 other states, is challenging the merger, asserting its authority to seek a nationwide injunction. The DOJ's backing is a clear signal of the government's stance on maintaining a competitive market landscape, drawing parallels with recent high-profile lawsuits against tech behemoths like Google and Facebook. Kroger and Albertsons, in response, have sought to dismiss Colorado's lawsuit, setting the stage for a legal showdown that could reshape the American grocery sector. These stories, spanning from the streets of Hong Kong to the corridors of power in the United States, highlight the dynamic interplay between technology, law, and market competition. Whether it's the fierce rivalry in food delivery services, the strategic maneuvering in the global tech industry, or the legal battles over mega mergers, these developments reflect the complex challenges and opportunities that define our modern digital and economic landscape. In the bustling metropolis of Hong Kong, where the pace of life never seems to slow down, the city's infrastructure and public services are constantly being tested and upgraded to keep up with the demands of its residents and the international community alike. Among these developments, a few recent plans and events have caught the public's eye, showcasing the city's commitment to maintaining its status as a global hub for transportation, health, and innovation. Firstly, the South China Morning Post reported an unprecedented move by the MTR Corporation, Hong Kong's rail operator, which plans to suspend services on certain sections of the Kwun Tong and Tsuen Wan lines for up to 2 days in a row. This decision is part of a massive 65 billion Hong Kong dollars, $8.3 billion, 5-year investment plan aimed at upgrading aging equipment and maintaining the rail network's assets up to 2028. The need for such a bold move was highlighted by the discovery of aging equipment within the tunnels, some of which had not been renewed for decades, posing a potential safety risk. While the decision has garnered support from lawmakers, concerns have been raised about the availability of shuttle buses to transport passengers during the service suspensions, highlighting the challenges of balancing infrastructure upgrades with the daily needs of millions of commuters. In another significant development, Hong Kong is set to host the Asia Summit on Global Health, ASGH, for the first time from 16 to 17 May. This landmark event will bring together a diverse group of stakeholders, including government officials, business leaders, investors, and academics from around the globe, to discuss critical issues such as healthcare innovation and the integration of technology in managing aging populations. The ASGH, part of International Health Week, aims to showcase Hong Kong's strengths in healthcare, featuring exhibitions and showcases of the latest innovations in the field, as well as providing networking and deal-making opportunities for investors and startups. This summit underscores Hong Kong's ambition to be a leader in global health and innovation, reflecting its role as a bridge between East and West. Lastly, the financial strain of expanding Hong Kong's airport has become a topic of concern, with the debt burden soaring to 123 billion Hong Kong dollars, $15.7 billion, as reported by the South China Morning Post. The COVID-19 pandemic has severely impacted the project, leading to uncertainties about when the airport authority will be able to cease charging passengers additional fees introduced in 2016 to fund the expansion. Despite these financial challenges, the project, which includes a new third runway, is expected to be completed within the year. However, passenger numbers are not anticipated to return to pre-pandemic levels until at least the end of 2022, raising questions about the project's immediate benefits and the long-term financial sustainability of such large-scale infrastructure endeavors. These developments in Hong Kong's transportation, healthcare, and infrastructure sectors highlight the city's ongoing efforts to enhance its global standing and improve the quality of life for its residents and visitors. Each story, from the MTR service suspensions for upgrades to the hosting of the Asia Summit on Global Health and the challenges faced by the airport expansion project, reflects the complex interplay of innovation, public service, and financial considerations that define life in this dynamic city. As Hong Kong continues to navigate these challenges, it remains a fascinating case study of urban development and global connectivity in the 21st century. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.